Here's a special severe weather briefing for Saturday, April 29, 2017 from the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi. Some of the highlights for this briefing: gusty winds and some severe storms are possible today. Heavy rainfall and flash flooding is expected on Sunday. Severe weather is possible as well on Sunday. Another storm system possible next week around midweek, and expected rainfall totals and hydrologic responses. Strong and gusty winds from the south will develop today and continue through the early evening, mainly from this morning through around 7 p.m. Winds will gust as high as 40 to 45 miles per hour at times. This could bring down some limbs and small trees and make for hazardous travel on high-profile vehicles, especially on east to west roads. The strong low pressure and cold front are developing over the southern plains and will gradually move to the east beginning this afternoon. This will bring some increasing moisture and chances for showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the west, this afternoon and into the evening. Some severe weather is possible this afternoon in advance of the eastward moving cold front. Damaging wind gusts, quarter-size hail, and an isolated tornado is possible, mainly across the delta and western portions of the region, while areas further east towards the I-55 corridor could see some more isolated thunderstorms later this afternoon. Timing will mainly be between 2 to 10 p.m. this afternoon. There are some indications that this may be some potential for a line of storms that might move through the western portions of the delta, kind of around mid to late afternoon, around 2 to 5, and a little closer to the I-55 corridor, closer to mid to late afternoon, closer to 5 to 7 p.m. While this may not be as good of a risk today as tomorrow, any locally heavy downpours could bring some localized flash flooding. The strong low pressure will continue to intensify over the southern plains and gradually move to the east by early Sunday morning into the evening, dragging the cold front across the region. During this time frame, high amounts of moisture and wind shear will bring the risk for widespread torrential rainfall and severe weather across the region all through the day on Sunday morning all the way into the evening. Extremely high amounts of moisture, some record amounts, are possible moisture throughout the atmosphere, and widespread convection and thunderstorms will bring the risk for widespread torrential rainfall being possible across the entire region. 2 to 3 inches are likely within a short period of time, with some locally higher amounts of 4 to 6 inches. If the line of storms along the cold front move any less progressively or stall and train over the same areas, these rainfall totals could potentially be higher. A flash flood watch is in effect from 4 a.m. through 7 p.m. Sunday, along and west of the I-55 corridor. Areas to the east may or likely be included in the watch in later updates. This line of storms will move into the western portion of the area, along and west of the Mississippi River corridor, by early Sunday morning and progress across the region, mainly around the I-55 corridor around midday, and then mid to late afternoon into the evening east of the I-55 corridor. Damaging wind gusts, quarter-size hail, and a few tornadoes are possible. These should move out of the area by around mid to late evening or so as the cold front progresses across the region. Another storm system will move through the area around midweek, Wednesday to Thursday, which could bring more potential for heavy rainfall and some severe weather. There are quite a bit of uncertainties at this time, so these will be ironed out as we get closer and better consistency. Rainfall over the week will be extremely heavy, with most of the rainfall focused on the Sunday time frame. Rainfall totals will be up to 5 to 7 inches across the entire ArkLaMiss region and all local river basins, with even higher amounts across the lower to mid Mississippi River basins. As mentioned before, most of the rainfall is focused in the Sunday time frame with this first storm system, which will bring a widespread 2 to 3 inches or so and locally higher 4 to 6 inch amounts. If these amounts trend upwards, the flash flooding and river flooding potential will only increase. The second round of heavy rainfall will come in the Wednesday to Thursday time frame as another storm system moves in. Widespread 2 to 4 inches are again possible, which will only exacerbate the flash flooding and river flooding situation. Here are the current river stages across the area, with the Mississippi River slowly on the way, creeping upwards into the action stage category near flood stage. With widespread 6 to 8 inches or so expected through midweek next week, and most of the heaviest rainfall focused in the Sunday time frame, local rivers will be on the rise in the minor flooding category, mainly along the Big Black and mid-upper Pearl River basins. In addition, heavy rainfall across the lower to mid-Mississippi River Basin will cause the Mississippi River to rise into minor flooding along all points, except at Natchez where it could rise in moderate flood stage. These will be slow to rise over the next week and a half to nearly 2 weeks, with most of those crests not expected until around May the 13th through 17th. Area local river response, not including the Mississippi River, will be quick and rapid on Sunday and thereafter due to the heavy rainfall and the additional heavy rainfall around midweek. Most area rivers in the Big Black and Pearl, including the upper and possibly mid river basins, will see a quick rapid rise into minor flooding category. If the rainfall is more towards the locally heavier amounts of 4 to 6 inches, more widespread, or even higher than those, there are indications some areas, especially in the Pearl River, Big Black, and even into the Pascagoula River basins, could rise into the minor to moderate flooding category, similar to the April 2nd flooding event. Regardless, river flooding will likely be widespread. Due to this, and any area drainage systems that may have clogged will need to be cleared in advance to limit any short-term flash flooding potential. In addition, in around a week and a half to nearly 2 weeks, the Mississippi River Basin will rise into the minor to moderate flooding. These details will be more fine-tuned as we begin to see the rainfall totals and axes of heaviest rainfall through these 2 heavy rainfall events. Thanks for viewing this briefing. These are usually conducted on Mondays and sometimes on Thursdays, or in the case of special severe weather briefing. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please contact us at the number provided or contact us on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you.